they wanted.
They were going to go for
the go ahead.
Yeah.
So a timeout taken by FP. It's their first one here in the second half as they lead it 7-0, 9:23 remaining here in the third quarter. And now you see Javion White come off the field. So definitely, that makes a lot of
If you saw it, somebody else probably saw it too. I saw him come out there.
Somebody
maybe a coach
in the booth up there.
The coach with the blue jersey probably saw it.
What's the code word you think they use? Number one steps
Stop.
on the field. Time out.
Or Javion.
Yeah. So nobody back deep to receive this punt. As Cordell puts a boot into it, it's going to bounce at the 21, takes a Patriot roll, and now comes back up the field and is stopped by DeChauncey White at the 19-yard line. Another nice punt from Cordell, and that's going to put the Bulldogs inside the 20 to start this first drive of the third quarter for them offensively. Patriots will be back in action next Friday night at home against the Neville Tigers. And what could possibly be the last time we see Neville in district
We're
play?
hoping, yeah. So we got the numbers out this week, and school numbers, classifications. Neville will be 5A. Of course, they can appeal that up until, I think, October 31st or around then.
Yeah.
But it looks like they're going to be a small 5A school come next year.
One of the smallest, if not the smallest.
The smallest,
yes.
yeah. And dropping back down to 4A will be our old pals from Cadeville, the West Ouachita Chiefs. And they will assumingly jump back in to replace Neville.
I think so. Here's a snap. Quarterback's going to keep it, trying to find some room, and lowers his shoulder and drives the pile forward up to the 25-yard line. Give him 6 on the play. It's going to make it 2nd down and 4. 9 minutes to play third quarter. Patriots still holding that 7-0 lead.
So the Patriots holding Carroll to just 19 yards on the ground in the first half. You would think they're going to have to continue that performance here as the offense still trying to find itself. But it's been a lot to do with that defensive line, Cody. Of course, Garrett Hunt and Martin have had a great game too, but those two ends have had great first half of the Pats.
Snap, handoff, right side, stuffed in the backfield. Loss on the play.
Ty Williamson along with Tavon Bell.
Yeah, loss back to the 25-yard line. It's going to bring up 3rd down, and let's say no gain on the play, 3rd and 4.
So this is the first game this year, Cody, we've seen Ty Williamson play the whole game in that defensive line spot where it's usually number 69, Derek Martin. And Williamson, I have to say, has done a great job out there this afternoon.
Absolutely has. It's 3rd down and 4. Got to get to the 29 to extend the drive. Snap, looks, throws it out, catch is made, and he will reach forward to the 30-yard line, just over the 30, and that's going to be enough for a Bulldog first down.
Yeah, made contact, probably a little short of the first down, but great second effort for the Carroll receiver. And Kenyon Martin did a good job there to get him down, but it's just enough to move the chains for the Dogs.
That's another firehouse sub, first down Bulldogs.
Can't beat the firehouse sub, huh?
Yeah. For those out there listening, if you've subscribed to the KMAR live stream on YouTube, you can refresh the app and maybe get a new fresh link there to stream the ball game, the rest of the ball game here. 7 minutes remaining third quarter. Snap. Quarterback's going to keep it across the right side, driving the pile forward across the 35, still on his feet. And they finally say he's down at the 40, so he's about a yard shy.
Nathan Roberts.
You think they would have blown the whistle a little quicker than that? They
Well,
did
they
it
did a while
us
ago,
earlier.
yeah. They give him enough for a first down to the 41-yard line.
Firehouse sub, first down Bulldogs.
Receiver to the left, receiver to the right. And he's going to be tackled back at the 30-yard line. Fumbled and recovered. So big loss back to the 30. It's going to be second and about 21.
Again, Patriots leading 7-0 here in the third quarter. But a very unusual first half for the Patriots. Under 100 yards total offense, but also under 50 total yards for Carroll. The Patriot defense was really the story of the first half.
Right. They've done a great job. Here's a snap, slant over the middle, incomplete. Threw it well behind the intended receiver. It's kind of in no man's land between all of the receivers and defenders, and that's going to bring up third down and 21. Just trying to get a few yards there to try to make it a little more of a manageable situation. I don't think you have anything on the play sheet for third and 21.
Yeah, the coach probably doesn't keep that one. Don't practice that one. But you can bet they're going to try to get the quarterback to jump up in the pocket, avoid the outside rush, and then try to give his receiver some time to get open.
Snap back. Here comes Addison. Addison being held on the play. Quarterback just gets rid of it.
That looks like a grounding, but
I'm going to say he was outside the pocket, so it's incomplete.
Threw it into the homecoming court over there.
Past the line of scrimmage, which was way back there at the 30.
Well, Cody, you know, there's those games where you just feel like, as a baseball player, you probably had these where you feel like nothing can go wrong. And that has to be how, Jeff, of course, you were a pitcher for many years. This has to be kind of the feeling Chris Addison has right now, where it's just playing probably the game of the season, and it's a game where they definitely need him on defense.
It's like, I got this.
Here comes the rush, and the punt's away. It's a line drive punt. It'll bounce at the 50-yard line, roll out of bounds at the 47-yard line. Patriots with pretty good field position to start this next drive. Patriots football is being brought to you by State Farm, Sango GMC, Bobby's Corner, Shelter Insurance, and Winsboro Health and Fitness.
No politicians today?
Well, the elections were last week, so congratulations.
We'll have some more here in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
But luckily, I think nobody in our Franklin Parish. Well, there are some in the Franklin Parish area. You just might want to check your Louisiana Secretary of State website to find out if they're in your district, because I know the city of Winsboro has some runoffs.
Got some runoffs in some police jury races? Is that what it is?
Too, and some city council races.
Here's snapping. It's picked off. Ellis threw it right into the gut of the cornerback. He's just sitting there watching him the entire way, and it's going to be the second turnover, second interception, thrown today by Ellis and the Bulldogs. And good field position here to try to tie this game up. 5:55 remaining here in the third quarter.
That was just a bad throw that time. I didn't see a white shirt anywhere near it. He was rolling to his left, going against his body, and it just didn't get where he wanted it to go.
And you just think that's got to give a shot in the arm to this Carroll team that has not had a lot going positively for them here in midway into the third quarter as we're approaching. They'll take over just on the Franklin Parish side of the 50 here to start. Hope the defense can continue to limit this Carroll offense.
So it's going to be first down and 10 for the Bulldogs. Back to pass is quarterback Alexander. He's going to heave it down the far side of the field. It's incomplete. Flag thrown on the play. It's a terrible call. Terrible call. That ball was 10 yards over everybody's head.
Yeah, it didn't look like a lot of contact there, but you wonder if that was a make-up call from the pass interference earlier in the game Whitley got, but it'll be 15 yards. He'll mark it off, and that'll put Carroll probably the best position they've been all day.
Absolutely.
I see here in the second half, Addison seems to be moving from left to right. They're rotating where they play him at on that defensive line, but wherever he's at, they're holding him.
So first down and 10 for the Bulldogs at the 29 of Franklin Parish. Blitz coming. Blitz is picked up. Thrown over the middle. Incomplete. Nice hit by Whitley to jar the ball loose.
That's a good job by senior Garrett Hunt there, who kind of faked the blitz and then dropped back into coverage and allowed a little extra help and pass coverage there for the Patriots. And Whitley, of course, makes the hit as the ball gets there.
So bring up 2nd and 10 from the 29.
Second and 10 for the Bulldogs.
Pistol formation, 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Snap, handoff, right up the middle, big hole for the running back inside the 20. Down to the 18-yard line, enough for a Bulldog first down as they're inside the red zone for the first time tonight.
Number 10, Avery Ward. That is another firehouse third Bulldogs.
So Martin checks back into the game. Rollins comes out. So they're trying to rotate those guys in as Martin's had a bevy of snaps on the offensive side of the football tonight as well. 1st and 10, inside the red zone. Handoff right up the middle, a little bit of running room. So he spins his way forward inside the 15 and down around the 12-yard line. Running back Ward on the carry once again.
It's like Garrett Hunt. No, not Garrett. That's not. It's going to be Tavon. No, not Tavon Bell either. Maybe Chad Jones. No,
that's
okay.
Kenyon Martin.
Yeah. Run down the whole roster. We figured it out eventually. Boy, he's been an impact on defense and offense for the Patriots here in this game as they take a look at him.
Obvious pain is.
Left, looks like his right leg.
Yeah.
The trainer checking him out. Boy, the depth that linebacker just continues to diminish for the Patriots if he can't come back in the game.
They check on him once again, a right leg injury is what they're checking on. Kenyon Martin, who we just spoke about, has had a great day offensively and defensively, playing both sides of the football. Hopefully he can get up and walk off the field. They're going to help him up.
Yep, it's not good.
No, it's.
Football fans, put your hands together for the injured players.
He's in some pain, young
Yeah.
man. Kenyon Martin's played his heart out here in this game today. Had a number of tackles in the first half and really got the ball rolling here in the second half, running the football before Patriots weren't able to capitalize on it. But looks like he's in a lot of pain, knee injury possibly, Cody.
Yeah, not good for Kenyon Martin, hopefully.
So it looks like 33 will be replacing Martin, and that's going to be Rotarius Rollins, listed as a freshman, 5'9", 225-pounder.
So as we come back to football here, it's 2nd down and about 4 for the Bulldogs. Snap, quarterback's going to keep it. Coming near side, lowers his shoulder, and the ball popped loose. Ball pop loose. Patriots have it.
That is what the Pats needed right there. Boy, man, he could.
Torquil Boley jarred it loose.
Senior out there.
Well, Boley took him head on the
Yes, he did.
Planted his helmet right on the football.
Couldn't have came at a better time for the Patriots right there for a turnover. You're being pushed down the field after, an interception on the first play from Ellis. You get one of your better players on defense, at least today, goes out with an injury. In the first play, the Patriots force a turnover. Excuse me. Heat exhaustion here.
But we're all excited too.
Torquil Boley, though, just that senior leadership right there, knowing to get in there and try to swipe that ball. Patriots get the ball. Got a long way to go, Cody, but that was a big turnover.
Leading 7-0, 4:47 remaining here in the third quarter. Ellis and the Patriots from their own 8-yard line. Ellis going to keep it right up the middle, hold on to the football, and finally driven backwards. He does get to the 10-yard line for about 3 yards on the play, make it 2nd and 7.
Not a lot of running room in there for the quarterback on the keepers tonight.
I'm telling you, Carroll has played inspirational football on defense today. They've come up with some big turnovers when they needed them. The offense just could not finish the job and put points on the board. 2nd and 7, snap back to Ellis. Ellis is looking near side for Whitley, and he's sacked.
Flag.
There we go.
It's going to be a horse collar. Yeah, it's going to be a personal foul, right?
Yeah, personal foul. So
that would be an automatic first down. Ellis escaped a safety by the skin of his teeth.
My goodness. See, Kenyon Martin is limping around.
They were working on his calf.
Maybe a cramp?
That would be much better than
Cramp,
a knee.
absolutely, because it looked a lot worse.
It did. When they got him on his feet, it didn't look like he could put much weight on that knee.
Yeah, I was watching.
He got blood all over his jersey, by the way.
I was watching the trainers. They were really working underneath the knee at the calf area.
Blood on the jersey and a pickle pop.
That's right.
That's
pickle
what he's
pop
got
will
going
always
on
help
right
on a day like today, right?
So after the 15-yard penalty for the horse collar, 2nd and 2. Ball at the 16. Ellis calls for the snap. Fake the handoff. Ellis right up the middle, bouncing around, and he will be right at the sticks.
Ellis has not committing. He's just jumping around, trying to avoid tackles. He just needs to move forward, fall forward, get that first down right there.
That's the trouble you have with your athletic guys who play quarterback, and they like to dance around. They like to make plays, whereas you have a bigger body quarterback. He's a bruising guy. He just takes it and runs straight downhill with it. 3rd down and 1. You only got a yard on the play. It's going to be a huge pickup for Ellis and company to move these sticks here to extend this drive. 3:15 remaining, 3rd quarter. Patriots with a 7-0 lead. Handed off right up the middle, first down. So Waller Singer Chevrolet first down. Javar Dykes with the carry for the Patriots. Now he checks out, and Grant will check in. That'll be Michael Grant.
So 2:57 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Patriots still lead 7-0 over the Carroll Bulldogs after Patriots forced a turnover inside the 10-yard line. Carroll going in. Patriots with a huge turnover.
This game is a lot like last year's. Without a couple of more touchdowns, but
the first half last year,
a defensive
for sure,
football game. Snap back, handoff. Javar Dykes left side. Michael Grant left side up to the 26-yard line. Give him 5 on the play. Well, about 4. Make it 2nd and 6. The Patriot offense as the clock's inside 2:15 to play here in the 3rd quarter.
You can only sit down on those bleachers for so long there, Matt.
Yeah, they're covered with all kind of animal guts and who knows what else. But we've looked past it.
Hey, we got a little FP alumni royalty in as I see Bryce Curtis sitting.
I saw the Louisiana
stands. Yep.
Louisiana Christian College quarterback.
Snap pass across to Chauncey White. White with the catch all the way up to the 40-yard line. It's going to be enough for a Waller Singer Chevrolet first down, of course. Bryce playing over at LCU, and
he's sitting beside behind a fifth-year senior, so don't expect a whole lot of playing time this year. But boy,
I did say he was able to dress out last Saturday, which
awesome,
which is really cool.
Talking with Coach AB last week was great. Just talking about how Bryce improved so much from when he got there as his offensive coordinator, and of course we talked about that at length last year. And of course Bryce says Desarian Ellis can be even better by the time he's gone.
Snap, slant over the middle to White, incomplete. A little above his head there as he turns around and tells Dykes where he was supposed to go on that. But to go back to Bryce, we talked about this. He played for 3 different head coaches.
Yeah, that's right.
And he played for the first head coach at 5'4", the second head coach at 5'8", and then he got up around 6'1" or 6'2", the third coach.
Yeah. He was one thing you can say about Bryce is he was tough as nails and he worked hard and just improved. Every year. You got to respect that.
He was a great clutch player, too, especially last year for the Patriots.
2nd down and 10. Here's a snap handoff coming near side to Grant. Grant makes a couple of Bulldogs miss, still on his feet, and finally taken down. He made something out of nothing, got a few yards on that carry.
Yep.
That was one of the most exciting 2-yard runs you'll ever see.
Yeah, you thought, and they give him 3 yards, so it's going to be 3rd down. No, they give him 4. Right at 4, 3rd down, and we'll call it 7. 3rd down and 7 coming up. But, Grant did a lot of twists and turns, and you just expect him to just bust it loose there for a second.
It's one thing we really haven't seen tonight out of the Patriot offense is the big play.
Yeah.
which has been the bread and butter all year.
That's right. A official whistle here.
It's like a timeout.
It's going to be a timeout, Franklin Parish. We'll take a 30-second timeout as well. Patriots lead at 7-0, 23 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Patriots football will continue in a moment.
When it comes to supporting Franklin Parish, I serve by volunteering my time as a coach in our local Dixie Baseball League. When it comes to supporting you and your family, I serve as your local Farm Bureau agent. I am Craig Thomas. Call me at 435-9745 for a quick home, auto, or life insurance quote, and to learn more about how Farm Bureau insurance can save you time and money. That's Craig Thomas at 435-9745. Call me today.
Welcome back to Patriots football. 23 ticks left on the clock here in the third quarter. Back inside the Franklin State Bank broadcast booth, Cody Maroney, Matt Reynolds, Jeff Johnston here on a Saturday afternoon from the Dog Pound as the Patriots cling to a 7-0 lead. They've got the football, 3rd down and 7 from their own 42-yard line. Ellis sending Dykes out wide to the near side. Empty backfield. Calls for the snap. Back to pass. Will step up in the pocket and sacked.
Don't know what he was waiting on there.
Well, he had great coverage. The only receiver that he had that he could have got the ball to was DeChauncey White on the far side of the field, but he didn't have a whole lot of time to do it in. That's going to be the final play of the third quarter as it's going to be 4th and long when we come back to the Dog Pound. Patriots 7, Bulldogs 0. Patriots football will continue in a moment.
Buying my automobile with White Ford has been a pleasure. They always treat me professional.
Whether it be the salesman or the service department, they're always ready to help.
It's the service part that keeps you coming back.
They've always been fair on price, so that's a good thing.
It's nice to walk in a dealership where you can see smiling faces and you feel welcome.
I have recommended to many of my friends to buy from White Ford.
We give them an idea of what we want, and they always come through with what we were looking for.
Our overall experience at White Ford has been great. We wouldn't trade it for anything.
Welcome back to Patriots football. Start of the fourth quarter. Patriots leading 7-0, and it's 4th down and about 15 as Cordell will come out to punt to start the fourth quarter. Cody Maroney, Matt Reynolds, Jeff Johnston along with you on a Saturday afternoon from Carroll High School.
Jax has had a couple of dandies punts so far. Need another one here to flip the field.
I missed the halftime stat. What was the net punt?
46.
46. That's jam up there. High snap to Cordell. Cordell gets it away. It's another beauty. It's going to take a Patriot bounce inside the 20. Rolling, 15. Roll, 10-yard line. Wow.
That one, I think, is a little more than the net.
Yeah.
For the game for Jackson Cordell.
And he kicked it away from the return.
Yes, yeah. And I'm going to tell you, too, he had a free rusher that just about got to that punt.
So Franklin Parish defense back out, Cody, after bending a little bit on that last drive as Carroll was able to push the ball all the way down the field before Tarquil Boley, the senior, strips the football and the Patriots get the turnover. Patriots did not capitalize again on that turnover, but took some time off the clock, and now Carroll's going to be forced to pretty much march the length of the field if they want some points.
Well, they crossed out the second pick thrown by Ellis, forcing that turnover. Got to go 90 yards. The Bulldogs try to tie it up. Handoff right up the middle for Ward. Ward across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Kenyon Martin back on the field that made that tackle.
That is good news.
Yeah, it was real good news. So it obviously was some sort of cramp or something with his calf or thigh. But that was a decent pickup on first down for the Carroll Bulldogs.
Didn't expect to see him back on the field after
the way he came off, yeah. We've seen a few of those injuries past few years and did not look pretty.
Man in motion. Alexander hands it off to Ward again, right up the middle, hole across the left side, still on his feet, cuts it back to the middle, spinning his way across the 30 to the 32-yard line. It's enough for a Bulldog first down. Big run there for Ward. Move the sticks.
So looks like for the third straight week, is this going to come down to the fourth quarter game? Franklin Parish has knocked off Grant in that battle, but last week Tioga was able to get that score in the final minutes. And right now it just seems like it's trending that way. It will come down to the very last whistle.
Carroll seems to be running the ball a little bit
better
the last couple possessions.
Alexander in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Snap, Alexander going to keep it left side, trying to get to the edge. And Chris Addison was able to get a hand on him, but man, Alexander continues moving forward. We'll see where they spot him at. Right now, it's going to be about the 38-yard line, so about 6 on the carry again for Alexander and the Bulldogs. Make it 2nd down and 4. But once again, Matt, the Patriots defense has been on the field just about the entire game, which is not unusual. That happens a lot at Franklin Parish High School, but 2nd and 4. Man in motion to the near side. They hand it off up the middle to Ward, and Ward will fight his way across the 40.
It's like just enough for the.
It's going to be close.
Yeah, so now we're below 10 minutes left to go in this game. For those listening, Franklin Parish still up 7-0.
And something you don't like seeing, Chris Addison comes off the field.
Maybe just get a breather.
Told him he had to come out. He had a little bit of limp, but then as he started running, it went away.
42-yard line.
Replacing him is, looks like Cameron Plater.
Alexander looked to the sideline for the call. Patriots holding on to that 7-point lead, 7-0. Although the defense has pitched a shutout here for most of this game, still have a little bit more work to do. Handoff up the middle to Ward. Ward finds a seam across the 45 up to the 46-yard line. Give him about 4 on the play. It's going to make it 2nd and 6, the 9-minute mark here in the fourth quarter.
I have to give Carroll a lot of credit. They seem to have prevented the Patriots from getting that push on the offensive line. Earlier in the game, they were
wreaking havoc.
They were hitting 3-4 yards deep in the backfield. Now it's at the line of scrimmage before you get a touch.
Man in motion. Snap back to Alexander. He fakes it, running the option near side. He's just going to keep it. Got a lot of running room. Upended inside the 45 of Franklin Parish, down to the 43. Whitley got to him, but not before Alexander moves the chains. It's a first down for Carroll.
Couldn't tell. It looked like Boley maybe committed. It was going to be an option, right, as he had a receiver or a running back out to his right for the pitch, and looked like Boley was keying in on that running back.
In that situation, normally you have a linebacker out there with him, and flag is going to stop this play. We'll check it.
Too many on the field.
It's going to be against Carroll.
Yep.
Yeah. So,
too
many men.
5 yards there.
Like he threw the flag and he came up and started counting.
Yeah, after he threw it, he said, something does not look right.
Got to make sure. It's that Common Core.
Yeah, well, it's been in place for a while. So the Bulldogs right at midfield
here.
A
sheet with squares and circles on it to figure it out.
Yeah.
1st and 15. Ball spotted back at the 48. Snap back to Alexander. He'll hand it off up the middle. Nothing going there. Hit by Tavon Bell first. And it looks like Chad Jones came in to help him out. It's going to be a loss on the play back to the 49-yard line. Only a loss of 1. This will make it 2nd and 16.
And let's give credit there. Addison was standing beside the running back as the ball was being handed to him. He really blew up the play. The play was designed to go to the outside.
It's again, even though he's not in on the tackle, he's definitely making an impact on every snap.
No doubt.
Back to Alexander. Alexander was looking for the slant. Now he's going to roll out to the far side of the field. Here comes a flag. That'll come back. You just let him run. He runs out of bounds. But this one's going to come all the way back. It's going to be a hold.
Like a hold was on Derek Martin, who wasn't in the game at all in the first half. Cody, we saw Ty Williamson there a lot, but Derek Martin in the game there. Looks like he was held.
Well, as much, I mean, you got a lot of players for Franklin Parish that are playing both sides of the football. So you knew at some point in time you were going to have somebody come in and give these guys a little bit of a breather. As this holding penalty, we'll see where they move it back to. It is going to be moved all the way back to the 41-yard line. Second down.
36, maybe?
Yeah. Well, they got to get all the way, it looks like, to the Patriot.
About 23
30,
or 24.
32, 33, 32.
Somewhere around that, 32.
Yeah.
Went out. I think we just lost the stream again, so welcome everybody who just switched back over to the radio.
Yeah. Snap. Quarterback's going to keep it on the option replay this side. He gets across midfield. Back into Patriot territory. He gets all of the penalty yardage back to the 49.
Yeah, huge pickup there. Kind of cut it in half there, Cody. Yeah. So it makes it a little more manageable now on third down?
Yeah. Third down and 16. And a timeout taken by Carroll, the 6:40 mark. The clock's still rolling.
It's definitely going to be two down territory. They'll be going for it. They're calling a third down play and a fourth down play, I'm sure.
So when we come back, it'll be third down and 16. And, yeah, Jeff, you're right. 6:38 remaining here in the fourth quarter. You got to think about everything being four-down territory if you're going to try to extend drives. I think if they don't get it here and they don't try to go for it and they just punt it away, that may be the final time they get an opportunity to come back and tie this ball game up. Patriot football tonight, or today rather, afternoon kickoff. Being brought to you in part by WSB, Waller Singer, Franklin Parish Sheriff's Office, and Sheriff Kevin Cobb, First South Farm Credit, River Lake Homes.
All right, the stream's back up and rolling.
Will's got his iPhone now. When in doubt, just go to your cell phone, right?
That's
it.
The
camera. Well, it's been a hot afternoon, and even the equipment has called it quits, Cody.
Yeah.
The dog days of October, Louisiana.
Even the
the dog days of October.
Yeah,
the equipment wanted more scoring.
The equipment has cramped up too. So.
Yeah.
Coming out of the timeout, it's 3rd and 16 from the 49 of Franklin Parish. Carroll with 3 receivers left, one to the right. Alexander steps up in the pocket, passes it, far sideline, catch made.
Wow.
Still on his feet, out of bounds at about the 40 or 41. We'll see who they officially spotted. It's going to be the 41. So that's going to bring up 4th down and about 8 for the Bulldogs here as the clock
It's much
never
more manageable, though. The game clock.
Yeah,
it hasn't
started.
worked the whole game. Well, at least in the second half, it hasn't worked. So I guess they're keeping it on the field.
It's cramped up too.
Yep.
Well, it's 4th and 8.
This could be the play of the game, guys.
Could be.
That's it.
3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Alexander in the shotgun. Calls for the snap, drops back to pass. Here comes Addison, wraps him up, sacks him in the backfield, back at the 46. Turnover on downs, and Chris Addison may have just stamped his player of the game today.
Well, there's no doubt about it. He's been the game changer. First of all, he's caught the touchdown. We kind of forget that, but on defense, he has been a wrecking ball tonight.
And he was being held on that play.
Yep, he wasn't going to be denied that time, though.
The offensive lineman had the back of his jersey and was pulling.
Looks like the quarterback's still not up for Carroll. So you got, it might not be the quarterback. Can't really tell. It's on the far side of the field. They're tending to him.
They're gonna check on him. While they check on him, we'll take a 30-second timeout here. You're home for Patriot football, KMAR. We'll be right back.
That was a
Sonic Drive-In in Winsboro and the Coca-Cola Company are proud supporters of Franklin Parish Athletics. Whether you're heading to or coming from the big game, Sonic Drive-In in Winsboro can take care of any craving you may have. Sonic opens at 6 a.m. every day with their entire menu ready to serve. Try one of their many soft drink combinations with a cheeseburger and an order of tater tots. Stop by Sonic Drive-In in Winsboro to order some food and head to the big game. Sonic Drive-In, your game day pit stop for great eats and cool treats.
Welcome back to Patriots football, back inside the Franklin State Bank broadcast booth. 6:32 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Patriots just got a big fourth down stop. Chris Addison, the sack of quarterback Alexander. Alexander was injured on the play, and the Patriots take over from their own 46. Snap, handoff right up the middle to Grant. Grant lowering his shoulder, driving it up near the 50.
Now, Patriots have run the ball fairly well today, and you'd expect that Coach A.B. would like to run the clock out here.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's kind of what you practiced for way back in week 2 in Ravel, where you wanted to kind of get the running game going, get some guys with some experience running the football. This is why you did that for this game right here. You're up a score in the fourth quarter. You need to eat some clock. This is why you put in that work earlier in the season.
Give him a gain of 3. It's 2nd and 7 from the 49. Got to hurry up. Play clock running down. Calls for the snap. He'll hand it off, and he's stopped in the backfield. Loss on the play. Back to the 46.
So 5 minutes, 35 seconds remaining. Clock is ticking down. So there's plenty of time.
Safe to say somebody missed a block there.
Yeah. Came
Very
in
chaotic.
untouched.
Well, Addison checks back in. That was Tavon Bell at the up back, and now Addison replaces him.
Third
down and 10. Gain 3 on first down, lost 3 on second down. It's 3rd and 10 from the 46. Ellis will swing it out to Kenyon Grant. Grant makes the catch. Cuts it back to the middle of the field. Foot race down the middle of the field. Kenyon Grant, 10, 5, touchdown, Franklin Parish. When in doubt, put it in number 6's hands and let him use his legs.
Well, he's been practicing for that for a couple of weeks, Cody. Big game last week with 2 touchdowns. Saw him yesterday on campus. He said it's coming in this game, and he wasn't lying. What a great play. Great setup there by Ellis. Perfect touch on it, but Grant, once he gets the ball, he did the rest, buddy.
You know, that is actually the same play they ran against Bastrop week 1, where you have him in the backfield, you swing him outside, get him the ball, and then he just makes plays.
54 yards. The State Farm touchdown. Cordell to add the First South Farm Credit extra point. Maybe missing a player here. No, maybe not. Snap, hold, and it's blocked. So it's 13-0, 4:48 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Patriots take a 2-possession lead with, like I said, 4:48 remaining in the fourth quarter. We'll keep it right here. How big a play is that? You find the right time, you dump it off, and say, hey, Kenyon, get as much as you can, because they're probably going to go for it on 4th down in that situation.
And you think about what happened the play before. It looked chaotic. You had a guy blow through the line of scrimmage. It's like a 3-yard loss for Kenyon Grant, and it just sets up a little screen there. Well, it wasn't really a screen, I guess, but a little dump out for Desarian Ellis, and he puts a perfect amount of touch for Grant. But what he does so good is once he cuts to the middle of the field, he's so low to the ground, he can avoid tackles so well. Yeah. And he's got speed. He really does. Once he gets ahead of that secondary, it's going to be hard to bring him down. Held on the football with a little contact right as he reached the goal line to score his 3rd receiving touchdown in 2 weeks. So he's on fire right now.
So the Patriots going to kick it away. It's a 2-possession game. Carroll's got to score and get the football back. And the Patriots defense has been Johnny on the spot all day with massive plays from Chris Addison, the defensive side of the football.
But boy, that was big, though.
I don't think even that rack is enough to dissuade Addison from player of the game so far.
No, you're right.
Shelter Insurance kickoff is high, end over end, going to be taken in at the 5. Coming back the other way with blockers still on his feet, and will dive forward to about the 29-yard line, where Carroll will take it over.
So this is probably it. Carroll will have to get one pretty quick and then get the ball back. So if the defense can dial up another good series here, Cody, this is
one
probably
more stop.
it. Yeah,
one more stop needed here.
This is a situation, too, where Carroll's going to have to throw the ball.
Yeah.
They can't just run it 5 or 6 times in a row. There
That's
won't
right.
be any time left.
That's right.
So 4:40 remaining. Patriots up 13-0, and looks like it's a Carroll timeout maybe.
.440 on the clock. Franklin Parish getting the big play needed. We talked all day long about the big play and how they haven't been able to get it offensively, and Kenyon Grant just gave it to you.
Gave you a little breathing room here in the final stretch.
Alexander in the shotgun. Ward staying to his right. 3 receivers left, 1 to the
That's gonna
right.
be on Carroll.
Is this a false start?
False start.
I believe so.
Delay game.
Oh.
Again.
So it's being kept on the field. The clock's being kept on the field.
It took them so long to get onto the field.
Well, I thought it was a timeout. You know, they were over on the sideline so long, but so that'll start them out at 1st and 15.
Same formation, 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Alexander is going to tuck it and run and gets up to the 25-yard line.
He was lucky to hold on to that ball.
Alexander he's hobbling.
Yeah.
He is took a licking and so far still ticking, but that last sack that Addison had on him took him a while to get up off the turf after that one as he was kind of slung down, but still 2nd and long here for the Carroll Bulldogs.
2 receivers to each side. Patriots show blitz. They bring it. Alexander trying to get away. Will tuck it and run. Throws it on the run and got a wide open man at the 45.
Wow.
Marshawn Whitley chasing him and finally gets him out of bounds inside the 25.
Well, they had him
down at the 20.
You had,
the 23. Yeah.
You had 69, Derek Martin, along with Tavon Bell and Addison in the backfield. But once he got a little bit of space, he was able to just hurl it downfield, wide open.
Threw it
number
across
1,
his body, too.
Elijah Jones, he did. That's exactly what Carroll needed to stay in this ball game.
Clock stops as they'll hand it off to Ward left side, and Ward is taken down inside the 20, down around the 17-yard line. Looks to be a gain of about 5, make it 2nd and 5 with 3:30 and counting here in the 4th quarter. Patriots up 13-0.
2nd down, about 4 for the Bulldogs.
Snap back. Looking to pass it, fade, corner of the end zone, and it is incomplete. Couldn't haul it in. I'm not sure if he got his feet in anyways. So it's incomplete. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 5. And this is a situation here where it's manageable. So we've got an official timeout for an injured player. That's going to be the receiver in the end zone. Number 12.
It's going to be Darius Briggs. The junior went up trying to pull in that ball in the end zone.
So while they check on the injured player, it's 3rd down and 5 here. So it's obviously 4-down territory from here on out for the Carroll Bulldogs. But, right there, Alexander kind of turned looking to fake the handoff. Nobody was there. He kind of stood there for a second.
Them right there.
I was thinking maybe the rush could get to him in time. Bulldog offensive line held up there on the Patriot rush.
Well, anything positive that has happened for the Carroll offense has been when Alexander, the play breaks down, Alexander gets out of the pocket and just hurls it up.
Yeah.
That's the only positive that's really happened for Carroll this entire game. I mean, they were able to, at the beginning of that third quarter, able to run the ball a little bit before, fumbling it right around the goal line. Looks like helped the Carroll receiver up on his feet to the sideline, and 3 minutes, 11 seconds remaining in this game. 13-0 Patriots trying to hold on to this lead here on a homecoming evening for the Carroll Bulldogs.
13-0. Patriots leading, a big 3rd and 5 coming up for the Carroll offense. Shotgun snap back to Alexander. He hands it off right up the middle, and it gets down to around the 11-yard line.
Cameron Plater was able to bring him down just short.
I think they gave it to him.
Oh, they did. Okay, so first down. They don't measure anymore. You notice that?
No, yeah.
They don't. I don't remember all year them measuring one time.
Maybe once. So first down, they can still get a first down at the 1. Clock inside 2:45. Snap back. They'll hand it off to the running back again up the middle. He'll be wrapped up, taken down at about the 7-yard line. Ty Williamson was being held on that play. Still got a hand on the running back. A gain of 4, make it 2nd and 6. Snap back, a handoff again, and this time Tavon Bell, hello. Tackle for loss.
So the other side of those twin towers on the defensive line busts through there for a big play.
Now tell me, on Tavon Bell, we've got 3 more years of watching that, don't we?
Well, he's a sophomore. He's a sophomore, just like Chris Addison. But also, there's freshman Chad Jones on that defensive line, along with I think Jarek Martin, who's not a senior too. So all those guys very young up front.
3rd down and 7. Snap back. Alexander looking to pass. Flags will blow this one dead. And it's going to be a false start against Carroll. So goes from 3rd and 7 to 3rd and 12.
Well, the center from Carroll had trouble getting up. You never want to see a player get injured on a dead play.
Yeah, he kind of got flipped there by Cameron Plater. But, Cody, it's already a minute 41 remaining in this one. So if Carroll's got any hope, they got to get on the board quick and then get the ball back. But minute 40 and ticking now. 13-0 Patriots still leading.
Yeah, and the clock is moving. 3rd down and 12. Alexander calls for the snap, drops back to pass. Looking, throws it over the middle. It's incomplete.
And really, Patriots did not really rush on that play. They dropped everybody back in pass defense. And really, there's nowhere for him to throw the ball.
So, all right, one play here. Stop them here, and it's over.
Alexander was really letting his receiver have it, too. He must have ran the wrong route.
Well, he had a lot of time, and he hadn't had a whole lot of time to throw the entire game. But there he had seemed like eternity.
Really, it was only one rusher on the play, Addison, and there were 3 people blocking him.
4th down and 12. Here's your ball game. Back to passes. Alexander being chased, gets away from Tavon Bell, still on his feet, throws it, and it's intercepted. No, Garrett Hunt nearly picked it off, but it's incomplete, and the Patriots are going to steal homecoming away from the Carroll Bulldogs.
Well, it was outstanding play by Garrett Hunt, even if he didn't get the pick, because if he's not there, it could have possibly been a catch and maybe right around the goal line. And this game isn't quite in the books yet, but what a play by the defense. It looks like they're going to pitch their first shutout of the year, right, Cody?
That's right.
And what a time to do it against the Carroll Bulldogs here on homecoming.
So I'm not sure how many timeouts Carroll still has left in the bank here. The minute 14 remaining. Patriots got to hurry up and get out on the field offensively. As the play clock that is. And we are under 10 seconds.
This is a big win for FP. The circumstances around this game, the fact it's been so long since they've beaten Carroll, the fact this is, of course, you know, a weird time that not a lot of fans can be here, no spirit groups, no band, and they still are able to shut out the Carroll Bulldogs. This is a big win, especially after losing last week in kind of heartbreaking fashion, a game you felt like you should have won. Just something to build on as, you know, when you're looking at, what now, 6-2, headed against Neville next week.
Snap, handoff coming near side to, I believe, Grant. It's the ball carrier on the play. We'll get up near the 15-yard line. The clock will roll. Got about 5 on the play, which takes away the delay of game that Franklin Parish just had a few moments ago.
Definitely in no hurry to get a play off at any point.
No, indeed. I think you will wait until, well, they wasted no time there. Handoff to Kenyon Grant. Grant across the 20 up to around the 21-yard line. It's going to be a couple yards shy of a first down. The clock continues to roll.
Don't think they have to get another play off.
I don't think so, as looks like Carroll is just going to let this one run out, and that is going to be the way this one ends. It's 13-0. Going to be the final score here for the Franklin Parish Patriots as they shut out Carroll on homecoming. The Dog Pound, 13-0, your final score here from Carroll High School. Patriots improved to 6-2. The Kuiper Hardware and Lumber Player of the game. Should we say anything? Double J?
I think you have to go with Chris Addison.
Yeah, I would say.
That's my vote. What about you?
Yeah, I would have to say that.
Stone cold assassin out there today.
So congratulations, Chris Addison, our Kuiper Hardware and Lumber Player of the game, as Patriots extend their record to improve their record, rather, to 6-2. As Franklin Parish will be back at home next week against Neville. We'll have all the coverage for you right here on KMAR. From Matt Reynolds and Double J, I'm Cody Maroney. Have a great rest of your Saturday. You've been listening to Patriots football right here on KMAR.
Hello, this is Brian Wade, Vice President of Progressive Bank. I invite all of my customers and friends to drop by Progressive Bank today. You may be surprised to find that we are not your typical